Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, you can get your
Hi, I'm John Victor. I started sending my friends get well soon cards. It's not because they're sick, I just think they need to do better.
Hi guys, my name's Mike Bergeron. There's this piece of advice that I really like. It's keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. So if there are any fucking racists here tonight, let's go on a picnic, I guess. Is that what that means? Is that what that expression is supposed to mean?
All right. So I have IBS and I love Indian food. So I feel like my asshole should have been cast in Game of Thrones the way it breathes fire.
So, I cook a lot. They always tell you every recipe you need virgin olive oil, you know. My real question is, where's the thoroughly fucked olive oil? Where's the olive oil with 2 kids and no ale, bro? That's what I'm looking for. It's still good olive oil, I don't care. That's it.
So I'm Merlin Lino. So I like to multitask. Like when I go to the bathroom, I get some soap from the dispenser, and when I'm at the urinal, I scrub my hands with my piss.
I shook that man's hand.
I'm Alan, and being called Santa's little helper is cute and all when you're young, but being called that now just feels like my friends are calling me out for blowing that mall Santa behind Macy's last week.
Rock it with pride.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Settle down now. You guys want to hear my impression of Obama meets Gollum?
Oh yes, we could. They say we could fix this economy with the tracks. The Republicans and Chevy tracks us. What they did was take all the oil rigs. We bring back this country, the ocean.
My name is Vince, and I think Milano cookies are just gentrified Oreos.
My ex-girlfriend let me keep the sex robot because she was cheating on me. The guilt got to her, you know. But now I'm single and shit, so occasionally I have sex with a robot that looks like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I guess the body was for her. It's not gay, he still has a vagina. What are you guys talking about? You're out of control with your shit. That was it.
My name is Cole Johnson. I'm trying to become a stand-up comedian. My goal is to... That's my one. That's my one letter. So
Story time.
Oh fuck, alright. Hey, I get to do one of these now. Alright. A few years ago, I had a roommate, and we went out drinking. And right around maybe 9 o'clock or so, he goes, oh, my stomach hurts. We're like, it's from the drinking. 11 o'clock, oh, my stomach, it's from the drinking. 1 a.m., drive me to the fucking hospital. I drove my man to the hospital. He was my roommate, not my best friend, so I went home. As you do. I don't know how long this shit was going to take. Spoiler alert, it waited until like 9:30, 10 o'clock the next day, so I shouldn't have stayed. They found out, first of all, they thought he was faking and was trying to get painkillers, which is always fun when you're in pain. Turns out when a doctor actually checked him out 4 hours after checking into the hospital, he had a condition that's known as testicular torsion. Alright, so that's like, imagine there's a grape on a vine, and then you just take the grape and you just twist it until there's no circulation left. That's basically what happened to his nut. Caused a lot of pain. They gave him 1 Vicodin in 9 hours, so he was not in a good way. The doctor that checked him out came in with a group of interns and said, there is a manual, before we do surgery, there's a manual way to fix testicular torsion, and that is to digitally operate the testicle in the opposite direction. Basically trying to untwist the light bulb that is this twisted up nut. In front of a dozen interns, my friend, he's got his nuts out, and this doctor's turning, he's like, it's the wrong way! And he had to go the other way. So I had to pick him up in the morning, and I picked him up, I had to get gas from the gas station. I didn't know what to say to him because he looked like a puppy that you're about to go put down at the at the vet. Like he just had this sad look in his eyes. He's wearing this big tire of gauze around his nuts. Because they had to take one of his nuts out. So we're at the gas station, and I'm filling up with gas. And I just asked him. I said, "Buddy, do you want Almond Joy or Mounds?"
Thank you. Thank you. Working at a dispensary is really cool because now I don't have to go to funerals to have friends in high places.
Hello, my name is William Rodriguez. I'm just gonna do a one-liner. Fuck it.
Yes, we're here for
Oh shit!
That's a one line.
This ain't the rally I expected. I'm sorry. Fuck it. A porn star got into a fight, and boy, did she get pounded. I want a number. I joined a 5K marathon, last week, with an upset stomach, so you could say I got the runs.
So a friend asked me, how would you sleep with a skeleton? Just like any other woman. You boner.
I drive up here an hour from Hartford. That's not the joke, unfortunately. But as I'm going up, I have a lot of time to listen to music. So I just picked up that new Kanye West album, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas.
I don't blame you for the mask. It probably smells like shit in here with all these fucking tomatoes. But, including me, I probably smell like shit too, so. Anyway. Boy, I remember when I first lost my virginity, it was a fun time, I'm not a very good looking guy, so, I did what every fat, ugly guy does. It's either fuck a fat white woman or hire a prostitute. And I accidentally hired one. I went to a strip club. I was just chilling with the boys, having fun. And one of the strippers was like, oh, I want to go in the back room. I was like, $150. I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. Money means nothing. I'm 18. But anyway, she, first of all, she starts off, which probably, if you looked at me at 18 or now, you probably shouldn't be, your opening gambit shouldn't be like, hey, do you do coke? I'm like, I don't think I look like a guy who does coke. But, I lie. So I go, yeah, I've done coke all the time. So I try that. That was fun. But, yeah, coke is weirdly fun. That's one of those drugs that when I was like, I can't imagine people taking this. This is insane. And then after I take it, I'm like, I get how empires were built now. I get Wolf of Wall Street. I understand the perspective now. You want to become a lawyer and shit. I had a story here, but now I'm ranting about coke, so, but, anyway, it was a fun, the punchline was it was a fun mothers take your sons to work day. That was the punchline. I got lost and talked about coke for a bit. But hey, it's not a Rodney joke, so we've upgraded, folks. Have a nice one.
Can't even read this. I almost got in a fight the other day at a bar, but I talked the guy out of it, and as he left, he called me a pussy. And I thought, goddamn right I'm a pussy. I'm warm, I'm sensitive, and goddamn it, I am persuasive.
This is kind of, first of all, I should say my name is Mike Bergeron. This is kind of embarrassing, but I actually recently just found out about Pride Month after all this time. I just didn't know so many people loved that gas station. I didn't know gays and big oil are like this apparently, but the more you know. My name is Mike Bergeron.
Joke of I had a rough Christmas, I got a bunch of presents. I got batteries, toys not included.
I got my own Rodney joke, you guys. Or at least I've been stealing Rodney Dangerfield style. I've been doing a lot of Rodney Dangerfield jokes. People don't like it. I tell you what, I get no respect.
You guys ever feel like badminton is tennis for people who got molested?
Story time.
Fucking A, bro.
Come on, man. You got 2 minutes. Let's go. Your time starts. Fucking can you handle it?
Literally no fucking warning. Like, this should be fucking.
Tell me a story.
I guess since we're doing other comedian impressions as jokes, I'm gonna do one of those classic Mike Bergeron jokes. Whoa, guys. Not all at once, please. One of the hardest 10 commandments for me to follow is thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Didn't say anything out of... My name's Mike Bergeron. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Did you start the fucking clock?
Yes, I did.
What the? Start it over.
No.
For the love of God. All right.
No.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I've been seeing this fucking girl, right? And we go back to her place, and I can't get fucking hard, all right? And it is, okay, so for real, right? It's the first time, and I want it to work so bad, right? But every time I like put my shit in, it's like bending and folding in on itself. And I am so surprised that like in her pussy I'm not literally making dick origami. You know? Like when I pulled out, I was like, what? I don't have a crane for a cock? Oh my god, it was so bad. And see, here's the thing, right? I was trying everything I could do, you know what I mean? Like I tried every single position. Every single one, right? We started out with her on top, right? But that's not working, right? So we go to doggy. But that's not really working either. So we go to missionary, but I don't really want to see the disappointment on her face, so we go back to doggy, you know? And I felt so bad during this, right? Because like she could never get like comfortable, right? She was never comfortable. And she literally looked like, because I was like flipping over so much, she looked like a rag doll I just like threw in a bouncy house, just like fucking, you know what I mean? But the thing is too, right, like, because none of it was working, it felt like I was like back in 5th grade in my science fair, you know? And I was like super excited to show everyone this volcano I had made, right? But when the judges came, it didn't erupt, right? So I'm trying all of this shit that I know won't work, right? And at the end I'm like, I just throw my hands up, like, listen, I'm telling you, I know this shit works. Like I tried it out on the parking lot, I know this shit works, right? And as a last ditch, what? No time for crying. Shut up, right? Now here's the thing, right? As a last ditch effort, because nothing else is working, I ask her to blow me, but I don't ask in a sexy way, right? Because I'm literally still behind her, I have to like reach over and tap her on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, can you use my dick? Right? But just like
Time.
Okay. It didn't fucking work.
He didn't fucking finish again!
Folks, that's why I stopped being a sex therapist.
All right, this story is called Animal Rights. It was 2003. I was living in Florida and I was watching the news about this story about this chimpanzee that escaped from a local college with herpes. Yeah. And it's messed up because this monkey doesn't get herpes like we get herpes. At least we get to have fun when we get herpes. We got to have sex. We get to have orgasms. Some of us, not all of us, boy. I'm not pointing at you. You know? But it pissed me off because this monkey did not get herpes. Like, you know, it got a shot in its ass. You got herpes. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. It escaped, right? And I'm watching this fucking news story and it's pissing me off because I'm watching this shit while I'm banging this chimpanzee. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should have wore a condom, you know, because I don't know where this chimpanzee has been. Is this the same chimpanzee? Is it? I don't know. That's why she didn't watch the news. It's just bad news all the way around. At the end of the day, you'll be humping a chimpanzee like I did that day. Who knows where your life is going to turn? This joke has turned into something else, another story. So I'm going to get off this fucking stage before I get the light. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it. Thank you.
What did you do? What did you do? Help! Oh no. Jammed it in there. Fuck, I'm sure. Okay, back into my time. So, we all have friends that bring out our wild side, and it just so happened to be having a sleepover with this said friend. This was back in the yesteryear when I was maybe yay high, and had so much confidence in my math skills, and little to no self-control. So, my parents had gotten this little half dozen of mini muffins, and usually you're like, fuck yeah, mini muffins! But instead, I look to my friend and I go, hey, I bet I could fit all of those in my mouth at once, chew it into a fine, gooey mush, and land it on the neighbor's roof. So, of course they're like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So I take all the muffins and you just hear bleh. Now I've got this baseball-sized ball of muffin, and I'm trotting up the stairs to the freaking window, and I'm like, okay, Are you ready? I'm calculating it. I've got this. This is gonna be great. And I go, ah! And you can watch this flying gooey mass of muffin flying over the fence, going 50 feet short of the roof, and slamming splat in the middle of some dude's pickup truck. And I'm just like, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. And I jump through the window and grab my friend and run down the stairs, and from outside you can hear one thing. What the fuck is on my truck? Needless to say, we did not leave the house that night. Don't do what I did. You'll never know.
All right, story time. Go, 2 minutes.
Oh, hi. My name is Mike Bergeron.
You don't have to say your name again.
My name is Mike Bergeron. So the other day I was actually at a bar, and I walked in and I saw that there was a guy there in a wheelchair, which is perfectly normal. And I know it's perfectly normal because when I saw him I thought that's perfectly normal. And we didn't really talk or interact through most of the night. He was on one side, I was on the other, but I was towards the back of the bar and I saw him heading towards the exit. And I knew that I had two choices in that moment. Neither one wrong, just very different outcomes. One was I could volunteer to help myself or help him and open up the door or try to push him through, but that could be viewed as kind of condescending. And I knew that the other choice that I could do was just back off, let him do his thing, assume that he's capable. Neither of these choices are wrong, but they're just very different. And then I found out that there was a third choice, and that's because a woman next to me seemed to have a very similar idea as me. She was like, I'm just going to let him do his thing. I don't want him to think that I think he's less capable. I don't want him to think that, I'm condescending or anything like that. But the second that he opened the door, she decided to yell, "Yeah, you did it!" and started laughing. And I was like, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's the wrong answer. I think that's the one. Do I have time for a quick one, or?
You got 30 seconds.
Okay, never mind. My name's Mike Bergeron.
Real quickly, just let's give you, I'm going to give you like a 30 seconds, or do you want to give it a minute?
30's better.
30 seconds, all right.
All right, you guys, how are you doing? Good. Awesome. I like to be cordial as a storyteller, You guys, I like going to Fish concerts to find out if I'm actually strange or not, If I can fit in around them, I know that yes, indeed, I am as strange as I set out to be. I like the shows, but mainly what I like afterwards is walking back to my car and just seeing how fucked up people can get in the 10-minute walk back to their cars before they try to leave. And it's bad when you hear the subtle hissing of a snake. That's the snake of a nitrous tank, you guys. All of a sudden you start to see scattered balloons everywhere. It's like you're at a McDonald's birthday party or something, except it's organized by children this time. And you go up to the tank and there's these nitrous fiends like, hey! They're all from South Connecticut and they robbed some poor dentist earlier that day, So little Cindy and Anthony are at home with their cheeks all puffed out and fucked up because of these dirty little criminals. So you decide to take a balloon and you do it, and you have these beautiful revelations, these what I call retarded revelations on nitrous. If you ever been retarded, you guys, it's incredible. I take the hit, and this great thought comes across me, and I don't even realize it, but I'm totally out of it, and I'm walking towards this guy in his pickup truck, and I'm going like this, and I walk up to him, and I wake up going, it's like I was having this thought in my head before I'm saying it to you right now. Which is basically like being like, a thought, dude. a thought? Are you kidding me? A thought? All right.
That's the prior, ladies and gentlemen.
So, this girl asked me to help her move a while back, and I had no problem helping her. Rented the U-Haul, brought all this stuff over. She didn't realize that her bed was too big for the stairway to get up to her apartment. So we had to make a split decision. Either this bed is staying exactly where it is, which was my choice, or we were going to try to finagle it in on some taco bullshit. My idea didn't win, I'll just let you know that. But on the way home, she's like, oh, can we stop for some food? No problem, dude, let's stop. We go into Wendy's, Now, I'm going to tell you this before I tell you what happened. She is an average looking girl. Like, very, not like plain looking, but like She's not like heavy set. She's not skinny. She's just normal. Okay. So now we get to the drive-thru. She turns to me and says, "Can I have 4 4-for-4s, please? 4 4-for-4s." And I was like, you know, totally, bro. I'm like, she probably has like siblings or something. And now I was in Chicopee. I was at the Wendy's in Chicopee. Down the street, if you don't know anything about Chicopee, not even half a mile down the road is U-Haul. By the time I had pulled into the U-Haul, all the food was gone. I did not turn over not one time driving that half a mile because I was too scared what I was going to see. I was afraid this girl was going to have her jaw unhinged, just 2 fucking junior chicken bacon sandwiches, you know? I was scared. It was after midnight, and I was afraid she was a gremlin. Alright, that's it.
All right, good.
John, right?
Yeah, John Richter.
John Richter. I just want to make sure. I don't get to say your name a lot, man. I love you, John. All right, guys, now we're doing.
I could stay with you just to hear you breathing. And the songs are on the morning. I'm at Bishop here doing comedy. And then I kissed your eyes and thank God you just laughed. I just wanna be with you in this moment forever.
You get those moments sometimes.